Good morning. It is day 20 and it is 6:45 in the morning. My first meeting isn't until 10:30, but I wanted to get up a little bit earlier to get some marking done because I'm probably going to be taking a longer nap today as I have classes late tonight. For breakfast today is a cheese sandwich, some hash browns, and hard-boiled eggs, some salad, and coffee and tea. I received this huge package from an aunt and uncle, not actually related to me, but an aunt and uncle still. And there's a lot of stuff in here. I think most of it is for me, but also some of it for my family. So there's this purse here and a lot of snacks. We have some cookies, some melon cakes, and some cream emojis. Yum! Oh, and also I don't know what this is in English, but this is yuchu, which is like dried scallops. Is that the right name for it? Definitely need to cook this, but I will bring this to my aunt's after I'm done quarantine tomorrow night. And lastly, some books, which I will give to my mom. For lunch today from the hotel is eggplant and carrots in a curry sauce, some more veggies and spaghetti, and the kumquat mandarin lemon juice. But also from my aunt is some eggs, some choy, and some fish. So it is not even noon and I've already had some meetings and done some work, so I'm kind of tired and I will definitely be taking that nap today. So it is 1:30 and I just finished my lunch and my kumquat juice. I'm gonna watch some Dragon's Den and then have a nap. It is almost 7 p.m. and I finally decided to get out of bed. I actually woke up around 4, so I think my nap was only around 2 hours, but my brother woke me up because he video called me, which is okay. But I watched a little bit of Netflix, or a lot of Netflix, and it's time to have some dinner. For dinner tonight, we have these 4-season peas and some mushrooms, some veggies, and some rice and water. The topic for Wellcation 20 is gratitude, and so it prompted me to think about an event that was negative in my life that I can see differently with the lens of gratitude. And so for me, this one, I always go back to an experience that I had in my third year of my undergrad, which was in the fall of 2017. So as an accounting student during that time, I was applying for a bunch of internships so that I could work in the summer of 2018. So during that recruitment season, I applied to a bunch of companies. I went to all the networking events that I could, and I went for a bunch of coffees. I had so many coffees, and I got to know downtown Calgary quite well because I was walking all over the place. But at the end of that recruitment season, I actually got 0 offers. I got rejected by all of them, and I remember very clearly that when I got a phone call from one of the recruiters, I actually cried on the phone, which was a little bit embarrassing. But I still had peace in my heart during that entire time because I knew that I had done all that I could. I think that God was, telling me that He would have something better for me, and that, even though my summer of 2018 would not be working, it would still be okay, and that, He still had amazing plans for me. And so fast forward a couple months later, actually, in early winter of 2018, a friend of mine was starting to recruit people for a team from our church to go over to Taiwan to do a short-term mission. And he invited me. He said, hey, do you want to come? And I think at that point I was already a little bit late to the game. I think the rest of the team was already formed, but I was like, okay, I didn't get any of these jobs that I wanted, so yes, of course, yeah, I can go. And so I did. And also earlier so we went to Taiwan in July, but actually earlier in June, I got to go to Toronto with one of the companies that I had applied for a special program. And then that program, it allowed me to work the following year. So even though, I didn't get to work in that summer that I really wanted to, I got to go to Taiwan and work with, the local church there, work with my local church, and it was an amazing time. And actually, because of that trip, I went to Taiwan for 3 more years after that? No, for 2 more. So when I look back at that experience, even though I was really heartbroken at the time when I couldn't get that job that I wanted to, I'm still very grateful that, things worked out the way they did. And so, that's definitely how I'm feeling generally too. I feel like during this entire quarantine journey, I'm so close at the end, just have the rest of tonight and then tomorrow, and then I can leave the midnight of day 22. I've just been feeling so grateful, that I can be here, that I have a job that allows me to, work overseas. If I were working at a job that was in person, that I wouldn't be able to be in Hong Kong. I'm thankful that classes are online, that I was able to find a percussion studio local that would allow me to practice and use their space so that I can continue my percussion lessons with my instructor. Just all of these things have been able to work so that I can even be here and spend time with my family. Just a couple of minutes ago, I was chatting to both of my aunties and just feeling so grateful about having the space, being able to stay at their place. Staying in Hong Kong is very, very expensive. So if I were to stay as long as I'm planning to at a hotel, during my entire stay here, it would be very, very expensive. So I'm so grateful to a family that I can stay with and that I can just spend this time with them. I've never actually been in Hong Kong for this long before, since we immigrated. So this will be a really exciting opportunity, I think. So I'm feeling, so blessed, so grateful, definitely excited to leave, but just very happy and overall just very joyful. I have the slightest anxiety because the health department hasn't confirmed my negative result, for my COVID test from yesterday yet. But the good news is that at this point, if it was a positive result, they probably would have let me know, because they let you know ASAP so that you don't go and contact other people, and they would bring me to the hospital by now. But yeah, I'm definitely still waiting for that SMS. Hopefully we get it tomorrow sometime during the day so that I can leave at night. But I'm feeling good and I am ready to get out of this hotel. So a quick update on the COVID testing. Unfortunately, I still haven't gotten the results yet, but I did call the health department and they said that because I should have gotten my results within 18 hours, but it's already been like 36 hours and I still haven't gotten it. So they said that maybe the results have gotten to the hotel reception desk. But if not, then I can call the third party people who like does the testing tomorrow morning to see what the results are, because the health department doesn't actually get the results directly. So I'll just have to wait until tomorrow because hotel reception says that they don't have my results.